Chapter 21-28. One of them was holding a remote control in his hand, while keeping an eye on the leader of the convoy and counting the time. When the convoy was less than 50 meters away from the intersection, the man pressed the remote control. The original green light began to flash, and then quickly turned into a red light. Since the airport is in operation 24 hours a day, the traffic volume at this intersection is relatively busy. For the fleet of the Beijing Metropolitan Police Department, the traffic rules must also be observed. Therefore, the first wheeled armored vehicle stopped directly at the frontmost position of the through lane. The convoy behind also slowly stopped. The logic of the red light conversion is to take turns in 4 directions, 1 minute in each direction. So it takes a long time to wait for the next round of green lights, which is a full 180 seconds. The special forces on the armored vehicles were all standing by for fear of any gaps in the escort. Fortunately, the vehicles that shuttled back and forth on both sides showed nothing unusual, and no one approached their convoy. But who would have thought that at this moment, the special forces in the first wheeled armored vehicle immediately opened the emergency escape port under the vehicle. This wheeled armored vehicle, specially prepared for special forces, had very good safety. In order to ensure that the special forces in the vehicle could escape from danger, or after the door was severely hit or exploded, an emergency exit opening from the inside to the outside was specially installed on the bottom of the armored vehicle. This emergency escape port was like a tank door installed upside down on the bottom of a wheeled armored vehicle. At this time, after the hatch was opened, a black sewer manhole was facing directly below. Because it was settled in advance, the manhole cover and the hatch were almost completely vertical. The hatch was just opened by the special forces in the car, and the sewer manhole cover was also removed at the same time. Immediately afterward, someone pushed up a woman with the same figure and clothes as Ruoli, also wearing handcuffs and a black cloth bag. As soon as the woman was pushed up, several special forces team members immediately pulled her into the car, let her sit beside Ruoli, and then immediately raised Ruoli, followed the emergency exit, and sent her inside the sewer. After the people in the sewers connected Ruoli into the sewer, they immediately gestured an OK to the special forces in the wheeled armored vehicle and whispered, "The red light has 30 seconds left. Close the hatch." The special fighters above nodded and said, "You should also quickly cover the manhole cover and wait for our convoy to leave for 1 kilometer before taking Miss Sue away." The person below immediately said, "Don't worry, I know." After that, they quickly replaced the sewer manhole cover. The emergency escape port of the armored vehicle was also closed at the same time, and everything worked in tacit agreement and was seamless. After a few seconds, the red light turned green, and the armored car in the first place drove out, and the cars behind followed it. No one knew that the important suspect in that car had already been dropped. After the Beijing Metropolitan Police Department convoy had left about 1 kilometer, a black truck came from a distance. When the truck came to the intersection, the traffic light just turned red. After the car stopped, someone in the box of the truck opened the secret entrance at the bottom and tapped the manhole cover directly below with a stick. Immediately afterward, the manhole cover was removed, and Ruoli, who was covering her head, was pulled into the truck again. Afterward, the manhole cover was tightly closed again, and the truck drove off with a kick, as if nothing had happened at the scene. In the carriage of the truck, a Chinese woman unbuttoned Ruoli's black headgear, looked at her, and said, "Miss Sue, I am entrusted by Mr. Sue to save you. We will now go to Beijing port, where the ship is already waiting."